What is up, guys? Rich the Urban Hunter here, back and excited to be back. It's literally our favorite time of the year. The crappie are biting, the turkey are out, the morels are flushing, and that's actually what our video is going to be about today. Each year's a little different. We got a lot of rain early, and then it frosted, and then it got kind of dry and really hot. The morels are kind of all confused. They're up. We could use a little bit of rain, and the soil temp is pretty good. You'll see we've got our mushroom bags here, the essentials. Got the holes in it so that the spores can still come out of the bag and spread wherever you're walking. Got our temperature gauge. Always like to check the temperatures out. We're here in a little bit of a mountainy area here in Danville, Ohio. So I bring these trekking poles. If you haven't tried them out yet, trust me, try it out. It's freaking great. It's like 30 bucks for a pair of them. And if you can use your arms while you're using your legs, you can go all day long. So let's get on the path here, see if we can find some morels really soon. And it's our first big trip of the year. We just can't wait to get out in the field. So let's go. Got Allison here as usual. And what is that face? What are you doing?
Is it a disgusted face?
We got a little Steel out here who is visibly upset or sniffing something he does not like. Last time he was out here, he was in that belly, and actually we've got another baby in the belly. Haven't set it on here yet. Got a little girl on the way. We're gonna have one boy and one girl. She'll be due around Labor Day, and it's Steely's birthday here in about a month. He's thinking about walking, but he's really not liking his smells right now. So we're gonna carry him along. We'll see how long we can take him. We were hoping he might be walking by now, but maybe next time. So let's see how many we can get before he gets tired. Okay guys, learn your trees. I'm still learning. It's like year 5. I'm still learning my trees. What we have here is a tree that you can see the bark. This thing is pretty darn dead. The bark is peeling off. This is either an elm or an ash tree. I think it's an ash tree. And we found some mushrooms on here last year. Usually with the trees that are like this, you get like 1 or 2 good flushes, and then you just have to go find another tree that just recently died. So see if we can find a couple mushrooms on here. It's a private club that some other members do mushroom hunt in. This is like the first tree in here, so it does get a little bit of traffic, but we found some mushrooms, and you never know, they could flush some more. Forgot to also mention, I always wear gloves and usually long sleeve shirts just because I like to have a barrier between me and the ticks, and then me and the poison ivy. Stuff's everywhere out here. I'm super allergic to it. And also, if you're touching a bunch of mushrooms, touching a bunch of things, a lot of that stuff could make you sick to your stomach or worse. So I like to just have a little barrier there, and then I always wash my hands when I get back too. But obviously, some people don't like the gloves. Not forced to do it. I just feel a little more comfortable with it myself. All right, let's keep moving. All right, guys, here's a couple tips for you. The forest is massive. You can't check every square inch. In my experience, I've got really great vision. I think that works to my detriment when I'm mushroom hunting though, because I want to just look 10, 20, 30 feet ahead all the time, and you almost never find mushrooms looking that far away. You have to really keep your eyes down all the time. But you can't be looking at 2 feet of forest for forever, or it's going to take months to cover the whole thing. So what I like to do is find the ideal habitat, such as this dead tree. We've found mushrooms here before. There's also some clues you can use. For example, this mayapple here. These mayapples are up. In my experience and many other mushroom hunters' experiences, when these things are starting to spread out, that means the soil temperature is about right. And I also, in my opinion, think that the mayapples like the same type of soil that morels like. So it's just a little temperature gauge to see if you're too early or too late to the season, and just shows that the soil conditions are pretty good. Hey guys, we're in a spot where I found a bunch of tulip morels. We'll go over that later. There's only 4 types of morels here in Ohio. Half-free, the long stemmed ones. We've got black morels, we've got tulip morels, and then we've got yellows, which grays, whites, whatever, they're all yellows, different soil conditions or whatever. The tulips don't get that big, but here we have our first find of the day. It's a little yellow. It's almost in the same exact spot where I found it, and you can see on the top here, it got a little bit of sun, or more likely it got hit by some frost from a couple weeks ago. If it's cool out and it's got moisture, they'll hang out like this for a couple weeks. I mean, no problem at all. So this is our first find of the day. What I like to do, because you just simply can't cover the entire forest, experienced mushroom hunters will tell you, just take a seat, relax, and see another one?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there's another one. But here we are on what looks like a dead elm tree. Experienced mushroom hunters will tell you the mushrooms just appear out of the woodwork. One second they're not there, the other second they're there. So whenever I find one especially, take a seat, get low to the ground. You'll see these things start poking up near your face. Sit there for 30-40 seconds, do a little lap around the tree, make sure you found every single mushroom. So we're gonna get low here and see if we can find any other mushrooms. Allison just found another one.
Found two of them.
Found two of them.
One.
Oh, is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So these mushrooms here, if you want to look at the tree, you can see the bark is peeling off, and if it has these little, I don't know, root extensions, if you will, that's a pretty darn good indicator, as well as the leaves having spikes on them, that this is an elm tree. Another way to learn the difference between an ash and an elm tree is elms have leaves every other part of the branch, whereas ash trees are parallel. Elm trees, you're usually going to find these, if you want to show behind you, you're usually going to find these on slopes, so water flowing downhill. That's what elm trees just absolutely love to exist nearby. So just learn these little things, and it's going to make you become a more effective mushroom hunter. We're going to get these picked up. All right, going to be very careful here to not so many darn leaves or thorn bushes in here. Ouch. It's going to be a little bit hard to find other mushrooms, and also there's probably some ticks nearby, no doubt. It's no, oh, whatever. Pop the top off.
Yeah, grab that stuff.
Ouch. Let me do another little tidbit. The people on the mushroom pages will tell you there's a slight, about 1 to 2% more mushroom production year over year. If you pull the entire mushroom out of the ground, including the base of it, since this is just, imagine it's an apple tree underground, this is the apple. Once it's out, the spores are already dispersed. This mushroom's job is done at this point. So if you want maximum production, pull the whole thing out, tear the base off, and just so you don't get a bunch of dirt in your bag. Me personally, 1 to 2% is, most of my spots don't produce for more than a couple years. I just pinch the bottom of it off and go on with my life. Is that a mushroom or is that a seed back there in that patch of grass?
No.
Right
Not
there.
from my angle. Oh yeah, that's a, oh, actually I don't really know. I think it's a mushroom. Yeah, it's a mushroom. Oh yeah, look at that
So
one
guys,
hiding.
perfect example here. These guys could use a little bit of water, but they're okay. What I'll do is put these in a bowl at home, put them in the fridge for a couple minutes, or maybe a half an hour, maybe an hour, and I will. So that guy is a tulip. The tulips are usually found in bunches. So it's small mushrooms, they're tasty, and you're usually gonna find a bunch of them. They do not get bigger, so don't think if you're gonna leave them, they're gonna get like a huge yellow. That's just not gonna happen. It might get a little bit bigger, but they're pretty much max size at that point. Usually these tulips are set up on this black cherry tree right here. We're gonna see if we can try and find some more of them.
Yeah, here's one.
Oh, look at that. Yep.
Little
Yep, perfect.
tulip one.
That's one. I walked right over there and I didn't see it.
Okay.
Important thing to consider while you're out here is soil conditions. So usually when I'm finding morels, the soil is usually pretty soft and squishy and spongy. When I start seeing this stuff that's hard, clay, brown, I never hardly find any mushrooms there. For me, if I'm seeing soil like this, I'm moving elsewhere. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Here's an interesting find, guys. Got some oysters, spring oysters. I don't think I've ever run across that. So we're gonna take these out of here. Look pretty fresh. And we will add that to the find. If you can't tell, I don't know if there's anything on the lens here, but got caught in a little bit of a spring rainstorm, which is fine. Mushrooms needed some moisture, and this will help. Oh, there's a little frog. It'll help push down some of the brush, and the morels will suck this water up really fast. They're like sponges. Hopefully help us find these. But nice, it was a little hot and humid today. A little rain shower to help cool us off would be nice. And this is what, I'm a spring baby, but this is what brings life back to the woods, is these warmer temperatures and these spring showers. So we're absolutely loving it, even though it's a little bit wet out here. No big deal. Guys, just found some more yellows over here. We had some in this area last year, but like I said, they like to move around a little bit. Oh, there's a couple right there. I didn't even see those yet. Oh, we actually found a little mini mother lode here. This is really exciting. This is our best find of the year for sure. Let's pick these together. Really cool. It looks like, so we have a slippery elm here, which is still alive, which is cool. And then we've got, looks like a dead, dying elm tree right there, just a normal elm. I forget what that's called, American elm. Look at that, there's one down there. Looks like they might be all over this dead tree. Oh, Allison, there's one up there. Let's just get to picking here.
Yeah, keep going.
This is our best find for sure. These are perfect. Let me show you the difference between the tulips and the regular yellows here without destroying anything. Here's a little tulip. You can really see there's just not that many crevices. When this thing's really tiny, it'll still have all these crevices, but they'll just be really shrunk down. You can barely see them. This guy, see how wide those crevices are. He is not getting a lot bigger than that. And these guys, they're absolutely perfect. They would get a little bit bigger with rain, but I prefer the taste how they are right now. It's always good, like I said, we're gonna pause. We saw one morel, and then as soon as I do see one, I look at the tree, see what they're growing on. Looks like they're probably growing on that dead elm or this live slippery elm, which I'm hoping is the case. And then you get real low to the ground and they'll start kind of coming out of the woodwork.
Three just
I see three ahead. Right here.
Three that you're picking, but I see three more up ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can.
Some nice ones, really exciting. I was kind of losing a little bit of hope from this today. We were starting out slow for this place.
Here he is.
Yeah, and the soil, they don't really love pine trees. You're never gonna see them in numbers in pines. Nice, dark, moist soil right here. Make sure there's none of them below me. There's one right here. Oh, there's one right here. It's always good to go from different angles, like Allie said. She's gonna stay right there because we don't want to lose any of them.
Oh yeah, I see four because there's two right next to each other.
Okay.
Up over here.
Oh, here's one right here. Did you see this one?
Oh my gosh, that one's so big.
I think that's the, oh wait, no, I think I saw those ones first.
Let me see that one. Woo!
One of the best finds, one of my better finds ever for sure.
Oh.
Obviously, since we're finding so many, we're gonna really spend a lot of time here. Make sure we get every one, and there's a good chance we probably won't get every one of them.
Oh, there's one right there, Richie. Oh, there's two. See him up there?
I saw that one.
See the one up higher? It's big.
Yes, I do see that one. Well, here's one. It's kind of smushed.
Oh, okay.
But he's just kind of growing sideways. It's a big mushroom though.
Yeah.
This one's also a horse.
Woo!
Well, here's one right here. We'll count these after and give you guys a grand total. These are really nice, guys. This is one of the best finds ever for me, and especially by the weight. Like sometimes you might find 100 tulips, but it might only be a half a pound of mushrooms.
Let's go.
Make sure you walk carefully because you will step on a mushroom that you just don't see. Some of these guys, especially this one in the middle, he would get blow up a little bit, but he's perfect size to enjoy right now.
Grab those three on your left foot.
There. There's actually 4 here, 5 here. You just can't see a couple of them.
Are you see empty?
He said, "Right there, Dad." This is a live slippery elm here. You can tell the bark kind of is peeling off like a shagbark hickory. I am seeing mushrooms as faster than I can pick them, which is, guys, this is as exciting as it gets right here. This is it.
You seem thrilled.
I am thrilled right now. I like finding them more than I like eating them. You see that one right there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's 3 of them right here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's oh God, every direction I'm looking.
Oh yeah.
Finding more mushrooms.
Oh, got 'em hooked by it.
The adult Easter egg hunt is on, guys. I might hand some of these to you.
You see that big one right there?
Yeah, there's more than I can pick. You are so soaking wet back there, but he's chilling. You want to go to the bottom here and see if you can find a couple more, maybe?
Yeah, you see that one far over there by the
Look at that
tree?
guy. It's a nice mushroom there. I Keep looking. If you guys are wondering why Allie's picking nothing, she's got a 6 month pregnant, or she's 6 months pregnant in the front, and she's got a 10.5 month on her back. And we're trying not to have her tip over too much.
Real trooper.
Yeah, she's been an absolute trooper. That looks like it was a nice one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It's a big stem on there. I'm glad we got that on camera. That was absolutely electric.
That was so many. Woo! Seal's excited. Yay! You gonna sing a song?
You'll see this thing releases billions of spores, just one of them. As you could imagine, the morels spores often flow downhill. You know, take a peek in there.
Yeah, I kind of did earlier.
You can see.
It's pretty thick.
The thick.
Oh, here's one, babe. Right here.
Oh, here's two right here.
Right in there. And
oh, jeez. Right in the thorns.
I know, really funny. At least you got gloves on.
Yeah, but my arms are not. There's a double right here.
Oh, you don't want to leave this little area.
See anything over here? Don't forget to check under the roses, guys. They will be under there. So ambient temperature, it says 65. It's probably a little bit warmer than that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go right where we found some mushrooms. 64.2, which makes sense. This is a little bit of a sunnier area. Let me go about 4 inches deep. We're down to 62, 61.7. In my experience, when you're about 4 inches down or so, from the 60 to 7, maybe 60 to 65 areas when you're gonna start seeing morels flush out here. So I'm gonna grab a couple other temperature readings, hopefully find another couple mushrooms. I just found 5 more when the camera was off, and just kind of learn a little bit more. Yeah, about low 60s all over here, so, which is prime time, guys. We're in the prime of it. Another good thing about coming out here early is we're kind of ahead of the ticks. We're definitely ahead of the mosquitoes and some other bugs. Just really nice. You're not running into spider webs the whole time. I still usually wear my hat forward just in case I do run into some spider webs. Hits the bill first, but you know, spring's great. Okay, so we got a half free right here. We're in a spot Arlo actually helped us find last year, and I'm seeing one white right there. I just got here. This area was covered with them last year. The half frees, in our opinion, are probably the best ones to eat. Unlike the other morels, this is gonna sound strange, these things are always mostly shaft and very little tip. Whatever you do, do not throw the shaft of these away. It is debatably the tastiest part of these mushrooms. They're delicious. We found that out the hard way.
What's that stink face?
There's that one.
You don't like the camera being
No, I see a small one right here, right next to it, actually. These spikes, or half-free morels, whatever you call them, these ones are also usually found in bunches. The only reason I saw this mushroom is because I bent down and saw that half-free. So we're gonna be really careful not to step on any, because we've already gotten close today.
Oh.
Okay, guys. We got a happy baby, but he is kind of napping a little bit.
Oh, we got the chill.
That's funny. Nice calm rain in here. It's about an hour away from getting dark here, so we definitely don't want to be in the woods right before it gets dark, just so we can get home safely. If it, you know, with it being raining and stuff, we're about an hour and a half away from Columbus. Had a great day. Found a new spot. Every year you might go to a spot that produce for you, and there might only be a couple mushrooms there, but you always have to keep moving back here. So we're gonna get back to the car. We probably have 2 or 3 pounds worth here. We'll show you at the house the cleaning process that we do and cooking process. We'll do a little catch, clean, and cook, and show you the total that we ended up with. So we're gonna start our walk back and show you our haul at home and do some cooking. So we'll see you there. Okay guys, ended up with 73 mushrooms here. All really nice size ones. There's a lemon for scale. Really good mushrooms. Found some half freeze, couple tulips. This is like 3 out of the 4 kinds, and I actually don't really find any black morels, hardly. I don't think I've ever found one, maybe just a couple. We did find some oysters too, which is pretty cool, so we made sure to take those with us. I'm going to show you how we prepare them so that they can survive in the fridge for a couple days so we can eat them whenever we want. So I'm just going to show you how I cut and clean some of these off. That's a nice pretty one. What you want to do is, these things are pretty fragile. They're hollow on the inside, so I like to start at the top of the mushroom and then just kind of saw my way until I get through half. And this one's looking pretty darn good. It's a perfect mushroom. Nothing inside, nothing too crazy. What I'll do is make sure you use cold water, as cold as water as you can get. I used hot water one time and I made mushroom soup and the morels didn't taste like anything. A lot of people will save the water. They'll put a little bucket under the morels and capture all the water because all the spores and whatnot end up in there. I've already done that. Plenty in my yard, and I just live in the suburbs. I don't think I'm gonna get any morels here. We got way too many to do this for today, so we're gonna skip that. So, another perfect mushroom. Just want to be able to see on the inside. So, there's usually some little bugs or something in there. It's no big deal. Some people just cook them like that and just eat the bugs. It's not gonna hurt anything. I'm a little OCD. I like to clean them out pretty well. Stuff likes to hide in the crevices. These all look really, really fresh, really good. Early season morels, just now hitting the beginning of the peak of the season. Sometimes you get something like these. I personally like to just chop off any of the frozen bits or anything like that. I'm sure it will eat just fine. I'm just, just preferences. This one's got all. This was the one that had a little bit of frostbite on the top as well. We're going to show you how we store some of these. We're going to cook a handful of them, but first let me drain these out so we can get a good weight on them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the bowl on there. Weighs 1.056 pounds. Doesn't matter because now it's zeroed out. 3.378. We'll call it 3.4 pounds. So pretty good. Alright, so when we're storing these guys, I use these little sandwich bags because it's like a good portion size of mushrooms. I find if you just fill this thing up pretty much darn completely, that's about a perfect meal. I like that there's a little bit of moisture in the bag. People do this a little bit differently. What I like to do is leave the bag so it can breathe. I just set them up right, and I've had mushrooms stay in here very firm and absolutely perfect for up to 2 weeks. And it could have been longer, that's just when we ate them. So next we're gonna show you how we cook some of these guys. I've got some butter over here. Just wanna make sure the pan is coated. I just use the water that's already in here, and we're just giving them a light tossing. The half freeze are really delicate, so we're eating those today. We picked all those out. The tulips are tiny. Got a couple of the big dogs in here, just so we had enough for a nice meal. Doesn't take a whole lot of time, guys. Once they're all in here, I'll turn up the heat a little bit. I'm just gonna leave them in there till they get a little bit golden brown. Take them out, then they'll harden up. You can see they're starting to get a little golden brown on one side. We're just gonna flip them once. Probably about 60 seconds or less on this side. Just wanna cook them enough so that they're not soggy. We're gonna set them on a paper towel, drain off some of that butter. And they still feel a little bit squishy, but once they hit the air for a second, I'm not sure what it is, but they crisp up nicely. Grab whatever one you think looks best. Grab this guy.
Ooh, yours has a nice crunch. Mmm.
So good.
That's so good. We can split
This one's kind of crunchy. Okay guys, we're gonna make this plate disappear. We're both tired. We walked about 6 miles, 30 flights of stairs, 11,000 steps, something like that. We're exhausted, our feet hurt. We are gonna enjoy the fruits of our labor. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll answer them all in the comments. Let me know if you guys do any different. I mean, I've been hunting mushrooms for about 5 years now. The season's only a couple weeks long, so I'm still a novice to many. I still gotta learn a lot about trees and whatnot. Let me know anything that I'm missing out on, and I hope you guys have a great season, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.